Get screenshots of her current Instagram. Why is this girl doing the scam right now in real time? Hey there, beautiful mind. It's your girl Mazia Aquila, your guru, your guide to everything high school, college, and just life in between. Judging by the title, I know what you're here for. You want to be messy, you want to get the tea, and I'm going to give you the tea. Yeah, purr. So I'm telling y'all this story because it happened right around this time last year. You know, right in the midst of the holiday season. 'Tis the season to be jolly, but for them, it's 'tis the season to be scamming. 'Tis the season to be scamming, scam my Z. Like, they really scammed me out of my money. They took my money. They was not giving what it was supposed to give, y'all. So I want to share this story with you so you can avoid one of these holiday scams. And of course, I'm going to drop all the receipts. Yes, I'm saying her name. Yes, I'm saying all the names of the people involved because this was a multi-tier scheme. Okay, before I drop all of the tea with receipts, names, all that, I do encourage you and I do ask of you to go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If you are subscribed already, hey girl, you know what's up. Otherwise, please subscribe. And also, if you want to, if you're liking it so far, and I know you're gonna like it, go ahead and leave that like now too. But if you don't want to like it right now, you got this entire video. So okay, so let me start off by giving a little bit of context as to how I even ended up in this situation. So, you know, as you get older, your gift list gets shorter. Like, you go from wanting every toy you done seen in that little catalog book thing or on TV to just wanting like socks and like one expensive item that you don't really want to pay for yourself. Or at least that's how it was for me. So last Christmas, all I wanted was a new bed set because my old one was like Dora and I didn't want to be 17 still sleeping on Dora sheets. And AirPods. Those were like the two things that I asked for. And, you know, I'm gassing myself to my friends. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get these AirPods for Christmas. Like, I will not be able to hear broke anymore. What? Yeah. I really thought I was getting these AirPods. Christmas morning, does not get the AirPods. But instead, my mom gives me some money. So she gives me some money and I'm like, all right, bet. Like, you know what? I'm going to be a big girl about this. And I'm going to buy my own AirPods. So girl goes and starts searching places to get her AirPods. Of course, you start with Apple. And mind you, I just wanted the regular degulas. I did not want the pros. I didn't want that. I just wanted the regular degular AirPods that all of the rich people were wearing at the time. Okay. So I go ahead and I'm looking and I'm like, wow, these are money. These cost a lot of money. And I think at the time, I think they were retailing for like $150, $160. And I wasn't paying that. Like, I was not paying that much for AirPods. I wasn't paying that much for headphones. That's like just how I felt. So, boom. I go ahead and I'm starting to like look around for other places to get AirPods. Like, I'm like, okay, maybe like I can find them somewhere, someone selling them used or something for cheaper. So, mind you, you know, Christmas is in December, like end of December. So, right after the new year, I'm still looking for these AirPods. Until one day, January 3rd to be exact, one of my mutuals on Instagram, she's posting all this stuff on Instagram about like someone else. And we're going to call the girl, well, we're going to call her by her name. Her name was Lex. By this girl named Lex, like selling expensive things for cheaper. So, like, she was selling like Balenciaga for like mad cheap. She was selling Alexander McQueen, like, you know, big name brand stuff for cheap. And she also had like Uggs, and then she also was selling AirPods. So she was selling the regular AirPods for $80 and she was selling the pros for $120. Okay. So I'm seeing this and at first I'm like, that boy sus. But mind you, I'm really desperate for these AirPods. Like, I really wanted these AirPods for some reason. And that was my problem because when you are desperate for something, when you are constantly putting it out into the universe that you want something, if it is not your time to have that, then you gonna get it, but it ain't gonna be how you want it to be, and it isn't gonna be right for you. So yeah, don't, if it ain't right for you, if it ain't happening, don't push nothing, because pushing is exactly how you end up in situations like this. Okay. So yeah, so I'm like, let me hit the girl up. So I'm excited because I'm like, this person, I know her. We were in a program together. She was in one of the programs that I rated 10 out of 10. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that video so you can maybe figure out what program she was in. But that's not really important. But anyway, yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I know this girl. Like, she's not the type of person to scam. Like, she's a very intelligent girl. She wouldn't do something like that. She wouldn't be into scamming. So I thought. So I hit her up and I'm like, I hope this girl don't scam me, girl. She like, oh yeah, no. Let me actually pull the direct messages up because I actually still have the messages between me and the girl that I knew. The scammer blocked me, so I don't have the like full messages, but I do have some screenshots. So I say, you better not scam me. She better not scam me, dog. And like, for me, when I say dog, like, I'm being dead serious. Like, bro, don't play with me. Like, what? Per. So she said, no, it's 100%. I take down all of the order information and requests. So just know it's all legit. I said, I'm going to take your word. She said, that's all I have is my word. No, sparkly eye emoji, double heart emoji. Let me know when you want to get something. So when she said that, even though I was still a little bit skeptical, I don't know, I probably wasn't skeptical. I probably was just dumb. I went ahead to the girl and I start negotiating with the girl. So I hit the girl up, I hit Lex up, and I'm like, yeah, I would like to order the AirPods. She asked me if I'm ready now. I'm like, yeah. She asking me for all my personal information, you know, how I want to pay, my address, my name, all that stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely legit because she needs my address. How scam if need address? How no get AirPods if ask address? That's what was going through my 16-year-old mind. So at this point, I'm like, oh yeah, we locked in, boom. So I go ahead and I send her. She asked me which generation did I want. At first, I didn't know that there was, like, it's not really relevant, but I almost ended up buying the pros, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted the regulars. So I sent her the $80 via Cash App for the regular ones. And I believe she blocked me on Cash App too because I cannot find a transaction in my Cash App history. Or maybe I was using I wasn't using a different Cash App at the time. So she definitely blocked me on Cash App. But why wouldn't she? She's a scammer. Like, that's what she's gonna do. So she goes ahead and I asked her, did she get the money? She said yes. Once that girl got that money, the messages went from boop, 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 to boop, 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 boop. Like, she was not texting back with the same rigor as before. So I asked her to send me my tracking information when it's available. And that was like the last message. And then she read my message, didn't reply. So I'm like, that's
suspicious. That's weird.
Weird. That's odd. So then I go back to the girl page, like the girl that I knew, and I text her. Matter of fact, for the purposes, we just gonna call her Water Bottle. So I go back to Water Bottle's page and I'm like, wait, where's all the posts? And it was only 9 o'clock at this time. So it wasn't like, you know, stories are 24 hours. So it wasn't like the day was over and it was the next day. We were still in the same day. So I'm like, why'd you delete everything? And she was like, well, I just don't like having things on my page. Which didn't make sense because it's like, if you're promoting something or if you're like doing a job for someone or whatever it was, why would you delete that? Like, that don't make no sense. I can understand if it was like random memes, but this is you supposed to be trying to make money. Why would you delete your money? That don't make sense, right? Okay. So I said, oh, all right, I purchased something, by the way. She said, good. Did you let them know it was referred from me? And I said no, because I didn't know I had to know that it was referred. She said, can you do that? It's a sponsor, so whoever notices and purchases via me, I make profit. I said, when I get tracking information, I will. She said, okay. So mind you, that was January 3rd. January 5th, I text her and I said, I feel like y'all scammed me. She said, text her. This is not my corporation. I only sponsored for her. So I sent back laughing emojis because it's like, girl, so you know I got scammed. What about you? You know I got scammed at this point. 2 days later, you know I got scammed. You did not reach out to me to be like, hey, like I made a mistake. I worked with someone, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know. So it's like, okay. So I sent back the laughing emojis. By January 7th, I told my friends about this situation. And I think I just told my close friends. And at this point, I had texted the Lex girl again. And I'm like, hey, track information. She's just ignoring me. Just blatantly ignoring me. Still posting. At this point, she hid me from her story. So I couldn't see her posting on her story from my original account. But you know, I'm an Aries. I'm crazy. I have other accounts. So I went on one of my other accounts and I could see her story. So I'm like, okay, yeah. She definitely ran off with my little $80. My little stinky dinky $80. So on January 7th, mind you, after I laughed at Water Bottle's message, I didn't text her. Water Bottle texts me and says, didn't scam you. That's not my business. So don't associate me with that. I promoted her. That's it. That's all. Text her if you feel uncertain. I don't even need to scam when I could just get what I want for my parents. Additionally, why would I personally scam someone I know? Water Bottle. First of all, you weren't just promoting her. You said that you were supposed to get commissions based on how many people you were able to refer, right? So it wasn't just like a promotion thing. You were in partnership with her. That's a partnership, right? Secondly, I don't care what you can and can't get from your parents. At the end of the day, you were doing something for money. You were obviously associated with her in a money exchange. And you scammed someone you knew. Whether you were aware that this was a scam or not, you still actively participated in a scam. So I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear your plea to me because you scammed me. At the end of the day, you scammed me. Whether it was intentional or not, I was scammed. $80 was went to my account and now it's not there because of you. Like, if you hadn't posted this, knowing that you are a trustworthy person, I wouldn't have been in this situation. So she sent me a screenshot. And did I send her? I sent her a screenshot. I'm a little confused because this is a while ago. So this is a screenshot of her messaging someone that I knew. Saying, first of all, you don't know me. Second of all, tell Mazzy she can stop posting stuff from her close friends or whatever. Third, she's not my friend. It was just a promotion. She did not have to buy from her. TF. Finally, that's not my business. I made that clear the first time. So basically, she reached out to one of my friends who, mind you, at this point, I hadn't posted anything about the situation. I had just told my close friend, like literally, not like close friends on Instagram, like people that are close to me in real life. I told them because I just was scammed out of $80. Like, you tell your friends stuff like that, right? So, again, she's just reiterating her point that she didn't scam me. Her business partner scammed me. But if that's your business partner, girl, you still scam me. You still scam me. Of course, I didn't have to buy something from this girl. A gun wasn't put to my head and told me to buy something. But because you, someone who I felt I could trust, posted this, I felt comfortable enough to buy from this girl because you promoted her. You feel me? You get, like, okay. So I texted her back and I said, let's be clear. I have yet to make any sort of post about you or your scamming buddy because that's your buddy, that's your partner. Thanks to my best friend who I told the situation to. You and your scamming friend, boss, will be hearing from higher power soon. So basically I was trying to threaten her with getting like lawyers involved. Girl, I ain't got no lawyer. Like, I was 16. I didn't have a lawyer, but I was going to definitely scare her. She said, okay, that's fine. But like I said, she has nothing to do with me whatsoever. I promoted her. That's it. I don't know how many times I have to say this. Let's be clear. I have yet to receive any payment from her either. Therefore, no type of employment or boss anyway. Sorry that you didn't get what you expected, but I didn't take that out on me when it's not my business, blah, blah, blah. So basically, she said, I don't know what's not being comprehended. So she admitted to also being scammed herself. And then she said that's not her boss because she wasn't paid. At the end of the day, you went into a verbal agreement with this person. Obviously, you and this person have text messages or a phone conversation in which you agreed to do a service for her and she was supposed to pay you. Whether or not she paid you or not, you were still doing a service you were still employed by her. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? Or because you didn't get paid, you volunteered for her. At the end of the day, I wouldn't have been in this, my point to her was, I wouldn't be in this situation if you hadn't made the post, if you hadn't reposted it, if you, someone I trusted, hadn't posted this. You're right. You're not the person who took the money out of my pocket. She is. So at this point, I'm working on my end, talking to my bank, blah, 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 trying to figure out how I can get my money back and how I can take action against the girl herself. So January 8th, I guess she was still feeling guilty. Water Bottle texts me and says, look, I'm sorry she scammed you or whatever, but I need you to understand that I did not work with her. I'm 15 years old and I'm not old enough to construct a business of such. First of all, that's cap. You can be two. You can be two with an LLC. So age has nothing to do with this. If you're saying that you weren't competent enough to run a scam, say that. But age has nothing to do with it. You can be 12 and scam someone. It's very possible. She asked me to post her business information on my page. I did that and that was it. That is a business agreement. That is called promotion. You know what it's called because you use the term. That's promotion. The same way you can pay a big Instagrammer to post your small business. That's what she did. Except you're not a big Instagrammer. You have like 2,000 followers, Water Bottle. After she asked me to post it on her page, there was no context about any orders or anything else in that matter. So that means you lied to me because you said, yeah, I handle all the order information, but now you're saying you were never contacted about any order information. So you're a liar. Okay. I would appreciate if people weren't coming on my page from you making accusations and defaming my character when I'm not involved with this. You are involved with this. You told me to take your word for it. You acted as a credible source in a scam. You put yourself in it, baby girl. If I had just seen the post and hadn't reached out to you and went ahead and just purchased from her, then you would not be accountable. But because I've reached out to you, asking for more information, asking for, your okay or your seal of approval because you're working with her, right? And you gave me the seal of approval. You have a lot to do with this. And I don't know if she talked about people going to her page because I don't remember personally making a post about her at all. So maybe my best friend was just really going crazy. I don't know. And that was the last that I heard from Water Bottle about the situation. I never talked to her again after that until she DM'd me about some Instagram, YouTube stuff, blah, blah. So back to Lex. And this is her Instagram. And yes, she's very much active. She's still posting. She's still getting money from scamming, most likely. She's still very active and I never heard from her again. Breaking news. I'm literally in the middle of editing the video for you guys. It is 12:30 basically. I go into the girl's page to get a fresh, picture of what her page looks like now. Why is she conducting the same scam right now? Same scam. She has a new flyer. It looks more professional. She done made fake reviews, DM reviews. This girl is out of her mind. She's out of her mind. She's out of line. She's a predator. I swear. If you come across this account, I don't care if you think everything about it seems legit. I look a mess. I am proof that this girl is a scam. She is a scam. Do not fall for it. Please do not fall for it. Oh my God, do not fall for this scam. Never got my tracking information. Definitely never got my product. Ended up getting AirPods from my aunt a few weeks later. But yeah, I was definitely scammed. So the lesson in all this, because I will never just come on here and spew negativity with no lesson in it. The lesson is this, and this is to never exchange money through DMs, even if you feel like you can trust the person because you know them. Because let's be honest, social media is nothing but a game. It's a game. So me and Water Bottle were both hurt in this situation, and Water Bottle was younger than me, so the backlash that she might have gotten from other people who she might have gotten involved with this probably would affected her a lot more. So I really hope that she was able to learn and grow from this situation. And there's no hard feelings between me and Water Bottle. That girl's living her life. I'm living my life. She asks me about stuff. I answer her questions all the time because I don't have no hard feelings about the situation, girl. It is what it is. I lost $80. You didn't get paid for promotion. We are in the same hurt little boat. I would suggest that if you come across this girl, because I feel like she's going to do it again this year. I know she's going to do this. I feel like she's going to do the same scam. Please, please, please do not give her a penny of your money. Guys, that is the story about the time that I got scammed. If you have similar scamming stories, please leave your story down below. I would love to read it and hear about the time you got scammed. And we can, you know, console each other, because even if it was $1, I would still be mad. Otherwise, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, because I know you liked it. I know I was entertaining. I hope so. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you are already subscribed, hey girl, you know what's up. Make sure you turn on that bell notification so you can see every time I post, because although I want to be consistent, I might be sporadic. Anyway, have a great day. Enjoy your day, beautiful mind.